When do you get that sword though? Clipped by something. Dragon. Too. Nice. Careful about the dragon. That does a lot. This guy must be, I don't know which one's the host, to be honest. I feel like the rocks do too much damage for this guy to be host. Whoa, dead end. Is there someone creeping up behind us? That'd be great. No, there isn't. Doesn't care. Yeah, this guy is definitely not the host. Bleed build-up's pretty high. Actually makes you wonder what level this guy is. Insane. Okay, how much? How much were you? 77,000. Yeah, that makes sense actually, because his bleed build up. And and the this guy's the host. Oh, wow, surprising. Okay, how much for this guy? 30,000. We got 100,000 from this one invasion. Oh, he's going for the boss. He's going for the boss, guys. Let's cut the angles. Yeah, you're kind of fucked now. God, the R2 is so slow. Fuck out of here. We're gonna find out. Oh, or not. Oh, he has his way. I'm surprised that didn't connect. Oh, this guy has that lat just enough so that he can, like... I think he could actually technically just keep dodging over and over. He has too much lat for me to roll catch him. It's unfortunate. I don't know where the Phantom is. Okay, let's kill that Phantom. Well, that was not part of the deal. Interesting. Why do they have high lat? Insane. poison though. You know what? Let's go down. Let's try to protect this thing. Dagger swap. That's too late. Come on. Dodge that. Lucky us. There we go. Okay, that's one down. We need that Estus. Fuck off. Pussies. I wonder if the Phantom went down. I have to be careful. I'm out of Estus. The ult's almost dead, but so is the Phantom. There you go. Oh, they had a blue coming in. Good thing we killed him. Alright, Pirate Hunter. Well, he does not care. They both don't care. Dude, they just keep on attacking. Now there's a blue, okay. That kind of changes things up a little bit. Bastard. Take it. This blue has been damaging himself the whole time. I don't want to kill the host. Can we kill this guy? The light rolling. I think he just like just buffed, I think. Elden Ring moment. Dude, chill, host. Let me kill your blue real quick. Okay, you know what? That's enough. Get out of here. It's still a blue. It's not even a phantom, so he's not even gonna give us anything. And the blue is just like running away the whole time while we're fighting the host. First time in chat, long time YouTube watcher. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's always nice to see YouTube people finally making the switch. You need a site? Yeah, I really do. For invasions like that, it would be perfect. I feel like we were maybe lacking a bit of range for this sort of situation where we had like two players that were just spamming out of every attack. If we had a bit of a broader arc, like a curved greatsword, I think would have been a better play here. Oh, this guy has the ring to regenerate. Oh, look at that. It's one of those. This guy has the armor. Let's get it. Oh boy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Get out of here. How much? How much? How much? 10? Only 10,000? This guy does nothing. Oh, the give up! The give up! He just lost his level 200 Phantom and gives up. I don't know. What is 10,000? Is 10,000 level 200? I forgot. I mean, technically, if you know what you're doing, you can make a build like that at 150. It's just that when you randomly invade people, it's usually unlikely they're gonna have like a proper build setup. 185? Okay, well, there you go. Close enough. How did the rune count work? Was that in Dark Souls 3? Yes. The rune count is basically a portion of the level of the opposite player. Whereas Dark Souls 1, for instance, I think it was a portion of the runes you were or the souls you were carrying. So difference there. So Elden Ring carries the system from Dark Souls 3 where it's the level. 15% of your last level, you reckon? That would make sense. Doing Coliseum anytime soon? What level do you normally play in the Coliseum? I play at mid on the Coliseum. Actually, yesterday I couldn't sleep and I launched Elden Ring, and that was the first time in a long time, in months, that I played the game off stream for myself. I did a couple of arena duels. And yeah, I mean, the game really has not changed. It was the same old same, just beat a few people, and then I'm like, alright, I see what it is, and then I got off. Elden Ring could have what it takes for the competitive aspect, but it didn't last because ultimately Elden Ring didn't deliver on that particular aspect of the game. But I think it still has the potential, don't get me wrong. I know I see a lot of people always going back to this, like, that Souls game can never be competitive, From Software will never make good balance, and that it's impossible to balance a game like perfectly or properly. And I disagree with all these things. I definitely think that with some helping hand, I think that the key factor here is how much does From Software care about this? I think that's the key thing. Because I know From Software can make good PvP. I've seen it with Armored Core 5. I know they have it in them to make it. And I'm confident that it's definitely possible for Elden Ring or other Souls games for that matter. Maybe Elden Ring is not going to be the one. Maybe it's going to be like Dark Souls 4 or, I don't know, Bloodborne 2, you name it. I don't really care about the title. But I definitely am looking forward to a Souls-like game that has this competitive aspect sorted out, because it's there. It's definitely there. You just have to peel it. It's definitely there. And I mean, it's the whole reason we got interested in these games in the first place. Like, I remember when I first started playing Souls in Dark Souls 2, I could see, like at the time, keep in mind, at that time, I was actually playing Rainbow Six Vegas 2 competitively, you know, like actual MLG tournaments, you know, a real competitive game. Like, for those of you who don't know what Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2 are, closest game to compare that to is Counter-Strike. But you know, it's been a long time. But at that time, I remember when I started playing Dark Souls 2, I was like, okay, I see some potential there. Like, it has some cool mechanics. There's some skill expression. They just need to polish some things. And then Dark Souls 3 came along, and I definitely felt like Dark Souls 3 improved on a lot of things that Dark Souls 2 had wrong. And Dark Souls 3 is the game that really hooked me into the Souls PvP competitive aspect. And we stuck with the game for like 6 years. And when Elden Ring came along, we had extremely high hopes for all of this. And Elden Ring did catapult the channel to be a lot more successful than it ever was. So I'm grateful for that. But at the end of the day, Elden Ring did not have in mind to take that competitive aspect even remotely seriously. Like, what I mean by that is very little effort was put into the PvP side of thing. You can just look, for instance, at the absence of Covenant, the reduction of the player count. Like, a lot of these small decisions that have a big impact on how players perceive the game and even how the game is played had a massive negative impact on PvP in general. It's not too late though. Like I keep saying, if there's one thing that I could see happening in the DLC is the player limit increase for certain DLC areas. I could definitely see that. This is not something that I think is out of the realm of possibilities, and that could have a massive positive impact on the game. But one thing I don't appreciate though is with the coming of Armored Core 6 is the dumb narrative going around that From Software never makes bad games and that From Software are perfect or they never disappoint. Perhaps it's true for some people, but your bar has to be extremely low for this to be true for yourself. Like, let's be honest here, like, Souls games are really good, but they are far from perfect. For some reason, I could not escape that greatsword. And again, like, it's always the same thing. The host is super aggressive, and then the Phantom just lays back and just... so annoying. Stop, dude. Oh, weird. This post is so annoying. We're actually out of healing. I'm tired of this. This guy is just so annoying. We can't get to the Phantom. Because he just keeps spamming all around us. I was out of healing, so I think we had to take it. Yeah, let's get the Phantom out of the way first. I don't think they're gonna yield a lot, but it's okay. I need to switch my inventory so that... Take that. I need to switch my inventory so that we only got the parry shield at the bottom so I can actually swap.